Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be flipping this console table I found on Facebook Marketplace for $30. It's got good bones, but as you can see, there are a few repairs that are needed. The first thing that I'll have to do is address this separation of the leg from the body of the table. You can also see that the finish is failing and the veneer is pulling away from the table, and that will need to be repaired also. There's also a little wobble in this piece, and I'll need to repair the top of the table. As for the drawers, they look pretty good, just a little dirty, and I may update the hardware. I'm not sure yet. So what I'm doing here is I am flipping the table over to get a better access to the bottom of the piece to remove the drawers. As you can see, I tried to remove this stretcher piece first, but couldn't get it to budge. So I tried just removing the drawers from the sides. Here I'm trying to see if I can't tighten the screws to more securely attach the top of the table. After checking that the top is secure, I'll next remove the hardware from the drawers. I'll also remove the manufacturer sticker in preparation to clean. Here I'm just using a TSP cleaning solution to clean the piece. I make sure that I get the outside as well as the inside of the piece clean. I'll be sure to link the products that I use in the description below. After I clean with the TSP solution, I go back over the piece with clean water to rinse any cleaning solution from the surface. Now I'm going to fix this loose veneer. All I do is take some wood glue and glue the strip to the tabletop. I secure the strip with blue painter's tape and just wait for it to dry. My tightening of the screws under the table didn't quite tighten this corner of the top. So I added more wood glue and clamped it to the bottom of the table and waited for it to dry. Next, I filled any deep gouges and scratches with wood filler. As you can see, this piece is made of particle board, which is exposed on the corners of the top. So I filled those spots with wood filler as well. I did the same to the drawer fronts too. Once everything was dry, I removed all the clamps and the blue painter's tape and took my sander and first sanded the wood filled spots to smooth and then scuff sanded the entire piece. I then wiped back all of the dust with a damp wet cloth and taped off any areas I didn't want to get paint on. I'm using an enamel black paint that I found in the Oops section of my home improvement store. If I remember correctly, I believe that this can of paint only cost me about $2. I love finding these paints in the Oops section because they're so cheap and I can usually use them for multiple projects. Because this is an oil-based enamel paint, I did not prime this piece. The oil-based enamel paint will stick to this piece really well without having to prime. The only thing about using oil-based enamel paint is that you have to wait at least 8 hours between coats, I believe. I just let the first coat dry overnight and then painted my second coat the next day. The paint ends up having really good coverage. I don't have a link for this enamel paint. Like I said, I actually found it in the Drab section of paint. And if you're looking to save a little money, look in your Drab section of your home improvement store, and you can find some really cool colors there and some really cool paints to save money. After I applied the second coat, I let the piece dry again overnight. I didn't add a top coat to this piece because, again, this oil-based enamel will provide excellent protection once cured. here I'm just removing the tape in preparation to put the piece back together. I turn it over to wipe off any dust that may have collected while the piece was drying, and then I will screw the drawers back into place and replace the hardware. I decided to just clean the hardware and reuse it. Now I'm going to remind you of what the console table looked like before. And here it is completed. I ended up selling this piece on Facebook Marketplace for $60 after holding on to it for about a month. After purchasing paint, I made about $28. I know that's not a lot, but for a beginner, I'm just trying to learn. It wasn't much of a profit, but the learning experience was invaluable. I want to thank you for watching today. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind hitting that subscribe button and the like button for me, that would really go far with helping my channel. And I will see you next time.